Streaming, we are live. Now, last we left off, we were about to fight a boss. We're in Port Prospect. We be prospecting, yo.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there's Helm Splitter. It's an axe ability, and he's got an axe equipped. He's got an axe to grind with these people.
Helm Splitter is the defense down, right?
Yes.
And that's pretty much mandatory for beating him early without a lot of grinding, I think. It could take shorter, but Helm Splitter helps tremendously against Calamari.
Lady Jessica. I love that pronunciation where they put the on the end of her name.
Is there anyone around here with half a brain?
Voice acting is always weird when it comes to Dragon Quest.
Speak of the devil.
Not sure what type of British they're using.
And that doesn't seem like that's going to change with Dragon Quest XI.
I don't mind. It adds to the charm of the game.
It does indeed.
Japan doesn't have the voice acting, which makes it inferior. Like, Dragon Quest is not supposed to be taken seriously.
This is why I'm glad we're finally getting that Western version in about a month.
Of 11?
Yeah. Is it a month or 2 months?
I can check Steam. Give me a second here. It's on my wish list.
So, you're saying you won't let me fight the sea monster?
Well, yes, but
I can't buy any games till I get my new computer, though, so there's nothing I can really do aside from putting it on my wish list.
Not to worry. I've asked these sturdy men to take care of it for me. Okay?
September 4th. So 2 months.
Well, a little less than that, but yeah.
Yeah, it'll come out in September.
Can I count on
But yeah, I'm really looking forward to Dragon Quest 11, but I gotta get... And I probably will have my new computer by that point.
I still can't get what we saw in the tower out of my mind.
Which I'm really happy about.
Okay, let's see. The next sepia-toned flashback is not until the Abbey, right?
I think so.
Or is it? No, it's not until, wait. Yes! Because, when do we see, Angelo's flashback? No, that's not until, next to the castle town. That's in Depression.
I think so.
And then,
It's been a while.
but I don't know if when we visit the Abbey, if there's an actual sepia-toned flashback there.
Come back as soon as you're ready.
I don't know if it's sepia-toned, actually, because I don't remember a sepia-tone flashback there.
There is when Angelo's talking about his backstory.
Yeah.
Are you ready to set sail? Okay. Quartermaster, prepare the ship.
aye, aye, sir.
And proceed to play the intro theme. Ba da 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 da.
Ah.
Gohan knows what's going on. The hero is the most Gohan-looking hero that ever Gohan'd.
Yeah. Toriyama has very bad issues with the same face, I noticed, when it comes to humans.
I don't know. Yangus has a very unique-looking face.
These nasty humans and their shit.
Okay, let me rephrase. When it comes to main character humans, he pretty much defaults to Goku face.
Yeah, humans don't have no manners.
So, we got a release date on the Broly movie.
Yeah, it's January.
I'm looking forward to that. I'm gonna go see it in theaters.
If it's anywhere near you.
That was the issue with Heaven's Feel. I didn't even know it was near me because they never told me it was. It wasn't on the list of theaters. I wonder if they're gonna canonize Gogeta because they're playing Fusion Reborn.
Let's see. You do this. You, my friend, do this.
Yeah, the three movies they're playing in the lead up to the Broly movie are Broly, episode Bardock, and Fusion Reborn. That the only one that I don't get is Fusion Reborn. Broly is to introduce what Broly used to be. Episode Bardock is because the movie's going to be focusing on the history of the Saiyans. And the only outlier is Fusion Reborn, unless you're canonizing Gogeta.
Or it could just be 3 random movies.
That's true too. Ugh.
There we go, he's dead.
Oh, anyway, we're stronger than we thought. give up. We give up. No, sure, it wasn't our fault, though. It was his. That's right. That jester, he came walking on top of the water to us. Just walked over us. He did. Pretty cheeky of a human to pull that little trick off, we thought. So we talked to him, we did. But when he talked, our head got all cloudy like, and we started attacking ships. We did. It wasn't us. It was that jester. It was. Is this my way of an apology, like? Oh, well, we found it in the ocean. We did. Go on, take it, man. It's the least we can do. Well, that is all from us. We are leaving now. We are. Have a pleasant trip. So long.
Not bad, guys. You're a lot stronger than you look. You know, we've never properly introduced ourselves. I'm Jessica. Jessica Albert. And who might you be?
I'm Yangus, and this is the Gov.
Yangus and the Gov, is it? Right. Thanks again for your help with the sea monster. Now, let's find Dormagus. I'm sure you need to get ready first, so let's head back to Port Prospect. I'll tell the captain to weigh anchor. Oh, I almost forgot. I called you two thieves back at the tower, and I never formally apologized. So,
Oh wow, you already beat Calamari. I alt tab for a second. You've already beaten Calamari.
You have a habit of that.
talk to the captain.
Yeah, I was checking a message I got on Discord.
Oh boy. Now we go back to Port Prospect, heal up, and then we sleep at the end.
Hello, Gio.
Good morning, Geo. And welcome to more Dragon Quest.
We took care of the sea monster, so I got them to agree to wait for us. I figured you'd like to rest and buy provisions before we set sail again. I'll be waiting for you here. Don't take too long now. We've got work to do.
Starting with the next stream of Dragon Quest, there will always be a link to a paste bin going over the recipes from the alchemy pot that we've taken care of between streams. Because after this stream, we'll have access to the during this stream, we'll get access to the alchemy pot.
I believe you get access to it on the ship.
After the ship.
Ah, yeah, Calamari was a pretty decent roadblock, wasn't he? Ark, when you first started playing Calamari, it was a pretty decent roadblock.
Yeah, but I mean,
But you mean what?
it's just it's once you get it's I mean, not too bad. It's just kind of annoying. Let's see if he's
Yeah.
still down there. Yeah, he's still down there. Okay, so.
Ah, yeah, the Dragon Warrior Monster series is really good. I think when I get my computer back, I might stream that at some point.
I have never played the Monster series. Wasn't only like one or two of them even ported to the West? Yeah, wasn't like only like one or two of them ported to the West?
Dragon Quest Monsters Joker, only the first one got ported to the West.
Didn't the one about Yangus get ported?
I don't think so. There's a lot of stuff that sadly did not get ported to the West when it comes to the Dragon Quest series. Oh, I didn't know Joker 2 got ported to the West. Okay, learned something then. The reason we didn't get a Dragon Quest for a long time is they thought that it wouldn't sell here because of the lackluster sales of Dragon Quest 9.
Oh boy, just gotta break up the pots. Just gotta get it what's out of the pots.
Yeah, there's a lot of things in emulated fan patch. Like we'll probably never get a Mother 3 port because Nintendo actually told us just go play the patch because it's better than what we would have put out.
They actually said that?
Yeah, I believe it was Reggie that said it.
That's kind of weird for Nintendo to just go out and straight up and say, pirate the game.
I remember reading it, and I was just as surprised as you are, but with Mother 3, America really doesn't have much choice, does it?
At the moment, no.
They actually have flashcards with it.
It's just surprising that any company whatsoever, especially Nintendo, would straight up say, you know what, just go pirate the game.
You mean like what just happened with Emu Paradise a few months back? Where they took down every single Nintendo ROM due to a DMCA complaint?
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of hilarious that, because since they're doing that kind of thing, that it's like, yeah, that what you say and what you do doesn't quite line up.
To be fair, that wasn't Nintendo of America with the DMCA complaint. That was Nintendo of Japan.
Before we go, I have a favor to
Different companies, run by different people.
You're after Dornegus, just like I am, right? We're fighting for the same reasons. So I was thinking, why don't we do this together?
Nintendo of Japan still has people who think the internet is just a fad.
For long, but I still I've got a great feeling about this. Thanks, guys.
That's why we're still using archaic friend codes. Okay, wow, I heard the jingle.
That's impossible.
No, the joined your party jingle.
I know, that's impossible. It's not like I'm broadcasting the audio.
No, I haven't muted yet. I still heard the jingle. Because I know most of the Dragon Quest music. The bronze knife used to make a lockpick, right? Or
Yes.
Thief key?
Thief key.
Yeah, it's a sad thing, there's so many good games that we don't get.
Ah, there you
I
are.
don't think we're ever going to get Dragon Quest X, are we?
Isn't that the multiplayer one?
So, me and the guy was just talking, that's all.
Yeah, that's the MMO.
Galva, I've been meaning to ask you about that.
And we're never going to get the, are we going to get any of the Itadaki Street specials?
You know,
Did we
I
get?
don't think so.
Yeah, I'd like to play one of those.
anything, it looks the other way
There
around.
are a lot of games that Japan doesn't localize because they think there's not a market for it. But then again, look what happened with Fire Emblem.
Glad you asked. The story about me and
They thought there wasn't a market for it, and then Awakening sold out in a week.
full of laughter, thrills, and tears.
It is it? Well, why don't you just...
What's he? Okay, wait. How does Monsters play if it doesn't play like this?
All right, I will.
He meant large, good story, good
The sound of incense.
good models and such like that.
I just
If you're wondering how Monsters plays, it's basically 3v3 Pokemon with all three of your Pokemon out at the same time.
So I decided to
Okay, well that sounds like not as fun as this.
start a fresh night.
The Game Boy Color the Game Boy Color Dragon Quest Monsters 2 or Dragon Warrior Monsters 2
Perhaps that's
was
why
very
I
good.
made me fun everywhere I went, like I was a thief or something.
It had a nice breeding system and everything like that. Yeah, you can literally have a bunch of good monsters. Pretty much every monster, except for a few, is available for you to have.
And that's when I run into the Governor.
Notice he, in this cutscene, has a much better axe than you can get for a
Yeah,
long
he's got a
time.
steel axe, I think.
Yeah, you can't get an axe that good for a while.
And he comes with what? A wooden hammer?
Yeah.
Who gave you permission to use my bridge then, eh?
Permission? Permission? Your bridge lies within my kingdom, you oaf.
What are you on about? A creepy old codger like you? A king? Don't make me laugh.
I see your mouth is as vulgar as your face. Yes, I'm the king. And who exactly do you think you are?
Me? Hearing my name is enough to make anyone wet their knickers. That's right. You're talking to none other than Yangus, the legendary bandit himself.
Yangus?
The one and only.
Uh,
Time to cough up. You have to pay if you want to cross my bridge.
The one and only Yangus? What a shame there aren't more of you. Now kindly remove your one and only self from my bridge and clear off.
Don't push your luck, you green-faced freak. I would have let you go if you'd have kept your gob shut and paid up. But you want to do this the hard way.
Now, my boy, now's our chance to cross.
Cart just nearly topples over.
Just my bleeding luck.
And this is why we can't visit Tridane Castle.
because the bridge is broken.
Yep. Because Yangus just decided to destroy it. Thank you, Yangus!
That's what I
And yet we keep him around.
As the saying goes, crime doesn't pay. Let us carry on then, my boy. There, my precious Medea. Did the bad man scare you? What are you doing? But he attacked us. Why the devil are you helping him? Just leave him. Poetic justice. Nay, divine justice.
Thank you, Governor. I thought I was done for.
What is the world coming to? Yangus, was it? You can show your gratitude by getting out of our sight.
Oof.
Having a laugh.
What? Still here? If you won't do us the favor of leaving, I'll be happy to provide some encouragement.
Mister? No, Governor. I really owe you. You saved my life and everything. complete imbecile. This boy is my retainer.
Problem is, the boy helped. You didn't.
Mine. Put a sock in it. I ain't talking to you. He's the one who saved me. Put a sock in it. Who do you think you're speaking to, you good-for-nothing scoundrel?
So that's how you met. What happened to all the laughter, thrills, and tears?
Well, I'm not finished yet. This is the best bit. I haven't told you about how the Gov helped me go straight.
Whatever. You can tell me all about it later. Right now, I need some fresh air.
I should have known a bird wouldn't get a story like ours, Gov. Still, no skin off my nose.
Oh.
Okay, you can't lift these barrels. That's cool.
That's a shame. Alright.
Let's go talk to the captain. See if that'll progress this little journey.
Out of curiosity, there doesn't seem... Is there a periscope or anything here to make him see while, driving the ship?
I did it!
Not that I know of.
Did it! I finally did it. Ah, there you are. Perfect timing. I've got something to show you. Ta-da! Looks like a normal pot, doesn't it? It's actually a legendary alchemy pot.
Alright, and now we switch over to playing Full Metal Alchemist for the PS2.
I can see that doesn't mean much to you. Allow me to explain. The alchemy pot is an invaluable tool for making different kinds of items.
One of my favorite monsters in Dragon Quest Monsters 2 was probably the Firebird.
Armor and weapons. After my kingdom was cursed, I thought it might come in handy and managed to spirit it out of the castle. But that's not all. I spent night after night trying to get it working again. No, you can thank me later. Right. Well, it's in my carriage. So why don't you give it a try? It's surprisingly easy to use. Captain, land ho!
Belay the rigging and prepare to make port.
Aye, aye, sir. Helmsman! Fingers alongside Peregrine Key!
Ah.
And now we're in Continent 2. Yay!
I gotta say, I really did like Beavern from Dragon Warrior Monsters 2, Geo.
Well, it looks like we've arrived. I'll meet you outside town with Medea and the carriage. It wouldn't do to stir up the natives again with my...
Excuse me.
appearance.
We will go ahead and make the thieves' key while on the stream. That just requires us running around in circles for a couple of minutes. Because if we do, then it'll open up a shop here.
Yeah. Those were great. That whole breeding system was really good. It's a shame that you lost the monsters you used for it, though.
Sounds less like breeding and more like fusion, then.
No, they breed and lay an egg, then they go off to the farm.
Yeah, but you don't get to use them ever again.
It's considered breeding by the game mechanics. Oh, yeah. It's a shame that my favorite breeding monster is pretty much endgame only.
Let's see, let's talk to this thief. He gives us the second part we need for our thieves'
Yeah,
key.
Joker series is more fusion.
If I'm not mistaken, the thieves' key recipe has rusty nail and the blade
Bronze knife.
bronze knife we got on the ship.
Yeah, the one thing I didn't like about the alchemy pod is it got rid of the trial and error
Really should give it
and
a
just
try.
won't let you fuse things that don't work together.
What's that? You say you don't know what to make? Well, I'm sure you'll come across some recipes as we travel from place to place. Why don't we have a look inside your bag? Well, you already have enough items to make some very interesting things.
Ugh.
Just try mixing some ingredients and see what you come up with. Practice.
Now, I'm not sure why they wandered off in Dragon Warrior Monsters. Like, I'm not sure exactly why they had to put that mechanic in.
Don't worry though. After you set the pot going, you can go back to whatever you were doing. It'll let you know when it's done. Use the miscellaneous menu to open the alchemy pot screen. Give it a try.
Now we're gonna need to get Jessica some new stuff because she's got like nothing.
She's got nothing equipped, pretty much.
She's got
She's
very
got generic clothes.
yeah. She's got very basic equips.
Ugh.
Okay, let's see. Where's... Okay, this... Oh yeah, it was F4. There we go. So we're just going to run around in a circle for a while.
Ah, yeah. I never actually used the fusing in Dragon Quest Monsters Joker, Geo. Yeah, I'm not sure how that one works.
And mostly we're not leaving Peregrine Key yet because we're going to use the... we're going to go back to the previous continent and use the Thieves' Key wherever we can first. There we are. Okay, now that we have the Thieves' Key, well, let's go open up some treasure chests on the first continent real quick.
Yeah, that's what I did. I still wonder what they replaced that wish with that made the alchemy pot instant.
Have you still not gotten to the end of DQ8 yet?
No, I'm in the dungeon. I'm just working my way through it. Excuse me. What happened to his key anyways? Did he lose it or lock it in the chest?
No, I don't know. There's our first mini-medal.
Yep. I still have to go and collect all of those.
Okay, and the guy, what this guy sells is a bunch of, basically, big entry-level, alchemy pot items. What we need is this guy's stuff. For right now, we'll go ahead and give this to Jessica. And we could use another bronze knife for recipes later.
Yes. What is the second recipe that takes a rusty nail?
Rusty nail plus boomerang equals reinforced boomerang.
Okay, so you can't get the reinforced boomerang until you get to the Abbey, right?
Yes. Well, actually, there is, I think, a rare drop of a rusty nail from something else.
I can look that up real quick. Oh, you mean iron nails, right?
Yeah, iron nails. What? Well, you're the one that said rusty.
Yeah. Canabox, Clockwork Cuckoo, Iron Scorpion, Magic Marionette, Mimic, Mimic King, Robo Robin. So the first time it can drop is literally in the Abbey. Unless you can run into Clockwork Cuckoos before a Canabox.
I don't know. Okay. Let's get 2 of these, put them in the bag. Get 2 of these, put them in the bag. Two of these. And 2 of these. There we go, and that. Put that in the bag. And sort by type. There you go. Let's grab her an accessory. This'll work.
All right. Hello? Oh, hey, Jake.
Hello, Jake. How are you doing?
Good.
Alright, looks like that takes care of everything. Okay, now off to back to the original continent to open up some chests.
Yay.
Although I could probably zoom over there, now that I think about it. Oops. Oh well, I can zoom back over to, zoom back over to Port Green Key once I'm done. Also, this is a redone version of the start file, the file we started, because I wanted to redo my level up skills with the hero so that I have zoom.
Yeah, that's what all guides recommend. Put a few points of humanity just to get zoom.
It's not humanity for him.
Hero, right?
Yeah, it's what is it? His is
Kindness?
courage.
Okay. But yeah, it recommends to do that.
You need.
Though I'm pretty sure Angelo starts with zoom.
Yeah, but you don't have Angelo.
Right.
All right, let's turn on the fast forward. So we can get her. And I have to wander throughout because I don't.
That's an interesting law in Australia. You are not allowed to carry more than 50 kilograms of potatoes or you'll get arrested.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Australia, there's a law that if you carry 50 kilograms of potatoes or more, it's against the law. How much is that anyways?
But they just randomly stop people carrying potatoes.
This is an actual real law. It is illegal to possess 50 kilograms of potatoes in Western Australia. Let's find out how much 50 kilograms is. Who the fuck is carrying 110 pounds of potatoes on them? Yeah, if you're good. Can a human being even carry around more than 110 pounds of potatoes?
About how heavy is that?
50 kilograms?
Yes. Don't mean anything.
He wants you to put it in context.
Okay. In Australia, it is legal for one...
No, he wants you to put it in context, as in what else would weigh that much?
110 pounds is,
Yeah, let's say it's like several large rocks. That's the best way I can think of it, or maybe...
okay, or it's a pit bull. Pit bulls can weigh up to 130 pounds. Who's walking around with a pit bull-sized bag of potatoes?
If you think about it, what you can do with that much kind of makes sense. Still the most efficient weapon you can use.
The weirdest part is, I don't even think the amount of potatoes, I don't even think they sell that much, 110 pounds in general. How much? I think most potato bags are only like 8 pounds, so you'd need something like 30 bags of potatoes.
The question is, have they ever arrested anyone because of that?
That's a good question.
Yeah, it might be one of those old ass laws, like how Massachusetts banned goatees.
And
I'm
then
not even kidding, it's illegal to have a goatee in Massachusetts according to an old law.
And they just never managed to wipe it from the books.
You can't wipe a law from the books. It's always going to be on the books in America, in certain areas.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, they just don't enforce it anymore. The reason that it was a law in the first place is because it was considered a sign of the devil.
Huh.
I'm not even kidding.
I'm guessing it's one of those laws where No one's going to get arrested for it, but there's some old people that don't want to get rid of it.
Alright, there is a specific law in... Okay, here we are. It is illegal in Massachusetts to scare a pigeon. I'm not even kidding, that's an actual law.
Let's see, what's the skill list?
In Boston, duels can be carried out to the death on Sunday as long as the governor is present. It is illegal to take a lion to the movies. At a wake, mourners may eat no more than 3 sandwiches. No gorillas are allowed in the back seat of cars.
For that one, I want to ask a question. How does a gorilla fit into a car?
66.
Could you repeat that?
Okay.
How does a gorilla fit into a car?
I do not know. This is a very contradictory law. In Boston, it is illegal to bathe unless your doctor gives you a prescription, but it's also illegal not to bathe before going to bed in Boston. So you can't bathe without a prescription, but you have to bathe before bed.
$70, I guess.
Christmas has been illegal in Massachusetts since 1659.
And yet you still celebrate it, you fools!
I didn't even know that. I didn't know that one. The fine was 5 shillings, which I believe was an old British currency.
Yeah.
I believe you guys use pounds now. I believe British use pounds now.
Most likely it's one of those laws that are there, but no one knows about them.
In Boston, it is illegal to play the fiddle.
You still get those.
Roosters may not go into bakeries. Defacing a milk carton is punishable by a $10 fine in Massachusetts. It is illegal to give beer to hospital patients. I'm pretty sure that one's still enforced. I'm pretty sure alcohol is not allowed in a hospital to begin with, unless it's for sterilization. Like, I don't think you can drink in a hospital.
Have you heard of what people have been doing to Shia LaBeouf?
No, I have not.
Simply put, is doing a particular rant against Trump, and he will not divide us. People kept finding him and trolling him at places, so he just started putting up a flag instead in random spots. So each time, with very little evidence, the internet would find it and take the flag down. There's stuff as small as about an airplane and the position of clouds.
I've heard about that. I've heard about people doing that. And to be quite honest, it's quite humorous that people keep trolling him like that.
Okay, this one, I don't know how the hell you would ever enforce this law. False teeth must be removed during sex.
Okay, so let's see. What is...
How do you even enforce that law?
That's a good question.
I'm taking it that's only for the removable ones.
Better question is, why do you care?
No, I just find it fun. That's literally it. I just find them funny.
Let's see. Do we want to invest? Where do we want to invest? Yeah, we want to at least get Twin Dragon Lash. That's where we want to hit. Mostly for metal slime hunting. Alright. Alright, now we got... Let's go pay a visit to the Hilltop Hut, see if the old man is there. Because you can visit him every so often after plot triggers, and he'll give you new stuff.
Well, that's good to know. Alright.
Nope, he's not here.
Stopping for red lights is not required by law unless they are flashing. That sounds like a dangerous law, and I'm so glad it's not enforced. Dogs are forbidden from riding in ambulances.
That makes perfect sense.
Tomatoes may not be used in the production of clam chowder. You may not detonate a nuclear device in the city of Marlborough. That's a very specific law. So I'm pretty sure it's a human rights violation to detonate a nuclear device in the first place.
That's like one of those laws they had to pass down because people were too stupid.
Also in Marlborough, squirt guns are illegal to be bought, sold, or owned by anyone. I wonder why that is. Why was this law necessary? Bullets cannot be used as currency.
Who knows? Perhaps there are people there trying to use bullets as currency.
Swearing is illegal inside city limits. I'm pretty sure that law is broken every single day.
For laws like that, they can eat. There is an easy way to protest that.
Yeah. Children may smoke, but it is legal for children to purchase their own cigarettes, and you cannot buy a cigarette for a minor. Massachusetts has some really weird laws.
There's the other chest I was looking for.
Oh, you hear about Build-A-Bear Workshop yesterday?
No, I did not.
They had to close down shops because they ran out of stock.
How do you do that?
They had a special promotion that the age determines the price you pay. So a bunch of 7-year-old kids and such were going in and buying $25 things for $7.
Amazing.
My mom was against it, and I'm thinking they wouldn't have done this promotion if they didn't think they would break even. And given they sold out, I think they would have they made more money than they expected. Right?
Yep.
Sure, it's less money than they would have gotten if it was full price, but they probably made a lot of money.
It's the sort of thing that only works if you've gotten way you're not selling enough of something.
Where was it? There it is. I think that's all of the things we can unlock around here. Pretty sure. Yep. Yep, that's everything. Okay, so back to Peregrine Key we go. Alright. And now we can continue on with the journey. May as well go super fast.
Oh.
Feathered cap. That's a little bit better than what he's got right now. Alright, I'm gonna be hopping out in 20 minutes to clean the kitchen. Okay.
What does foul breath do?
Puts you to sleep.
Okay. So weird dances Osmos without the MP healing part. Yes, I have to agree with you there, Gio. I don't think I could. I didn't appreciate fast forward as much until I played the Steam version of Final Fantasy V, and I'm like, holy shit, everything's taking so freaking long.
Gotta go fast, you know.
Oh god, the reflect ring grinding is where I felt it the hardest. I still have, in my current run, I have 8 dream harps and 1 reflect ring.
At this rate, I'm gonna end up starting my new run and getting to where you're at before you're done with that.
Like, I just want the reflect rings, damn it!
I still haven't redone it. Neo X Death yet.
This is my 3rd run. I'm gonna do 1 more run after this.
But Jake needs to redo Neo X because he didn't capture the screenshot.
Oh, that's horrible. So I was told that the team I have now can beat Shinryu. Because I have access to Berserk and Blink.
That's the idea, yeah.
I also have access to Blind because I have the Dark Bow.
You want to put on, I believe it's coral rings.
Yeah, to absorb the back-to-back tidal waves, right?
Well,
Yeah, the battle starts off with one.
yeah, you start out
Oh
with
wait, no, Neo Shinryu is the back-to-back tidal waves.
yeah. Regular
Okay.
regular Shinryu just he throws one at you to begin with, so you would have something to absorb that.
Yeah, you would approach Shinryu the same way you would approach Leviathan. In terms of setting up for it.
Speaking of like my mate, when I did my playthrough of Final Fantasy VI, I walked into Leviathan with the curse shield on.
Oh god. I'm pretty sure any 4 jobs is possible. It's just you might want to tear your skin off if you try to do Quad Geo. That's the only one I can think of where I would want to, you know, cause bodily harm to myself, because that sounds like torture.
You may need a ton of grinding for elixirs.
Exactly. You got Quad Geo there? Yeah. Oh, wait, no, it was a joke. Wow, that flew over my head.
Oh. It is only my fling manual that got cursed.
What was that?
Well, Final Fantasy X-2 last mission, my recently gotten fleeing manual was cursed.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hey, kitty.
I don't even remember putting that point into swords, but oh well. Whatever. What am I trying to get to for spears again? Let's see. Trying to get to 59 points.
Okay,
Whoa.
you can try playing it, but don't go for the Steam version.
For 10-2?
Yes. No, for 5.
Oh god, yeah. Don't go for that. As someone who owns and beat the Steam version, do not go to the Steam version. Or the mobile version. Game Boy Advance version or Super Nintendo PS1 version.
Oh, don't do the PS1 version. Load time's
Oh
horrible.
god, yeah. You get Pirate Ferris in that version, don't you?
It's not so much that, so much as the load times are horrible.
Oh god, yeah. I played Final Fantasy IV on that one because I've played and beaten every single version that's available of Final Fantasy IV. And I never want to play the Final Fantasy IV version of the Final Fantasy IV PS1 version ever again.
I would say always go for the GBA version for Final Fantasy VI.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But that the dragon, killing all the dragons don't mean anything.
But yeah, go with the GBA version. The only good part about the Steam version is that Geomancer is an absolute crap. That's about it. How do you have so much money?
It's called grinding.
You had 99 medicinal herbs.
Yeah, it's called grinding.
Ugh. It's a lot harder to grind in the 3DS version. Because of the way the encounters work.
Well, I take it it's on-screen thing.
Damn, now she's off the experience route. Son of a gun.
Ugh.
This is the best battle. These dinglings are awesome because they can call for backup multiple times. Each one can call for backup like once, which can really,
Oh yeah, that's right.
which can really increase the EXP.
So it's one of those games where more stuff doesn't change any XP.
Well, it's a game where EXP is divided amongst the you get a total amount of EXP, and then it's divided amongst all the party members. So actually, if you do lose a party member, it's okay because then everybody else starts getting more experience per battle.
No, I mean like killing mum. Like each monster has a certain amount of XP it gives.
Yes.
Yeah. Instead of like Final Fantasy V where it's per encounter.
No, each monster has its own experience drop in 5.
Nope.
Yeah, but if they get resurrected or anything like that, it doesn't actually give you more experience, sadly.
Yeah. Like I said, that is one per encounter.
Yeah. It's annoying because there are monsters that will resurrect. I think there are a few in X-Death's Castle. Like, I think the rabbits resurrect people.
I think there's also certain one that actually it might be some different one that summons.
Let's see. Where do I want to go next?
The virus? Yeah. You don't get experience for the summons.
Okay, let's see. Where am I gonna go? I guess Staves? Yeah, Staves.
On Jessica?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's recommended you get it till you invest in stays until Caduceus. Because it's a free heal. I think it heals like it's a free mid heal, I think.
Alright, let's not waste any more time and make our way back to the Abbey.
Ugh.
Speaking of which, there we are. Already there. Our wandering around actually made it so that we wandered right next to the Abbey.
Huh. That's convenient.
I just have to get off this hill. There we are. Because it doesn't let you jump down from very steep ledges, which is weird.
That is weird.
Alright, and turn off the fast forward for now. What we'll probably do is finish up with Myella Abbey, and then that's what we'll call it for this stream, depending on how long it takes us to get done with that, which it's looking like that'll end up being about 2 hours. Mostly because that'll give me access to the Ruined Abbey so I can Metal Slime Hunt off stream.
Oh, that'll be good.
Which is another reason I'm glad I've got freaking, what is it, Whistle.
Ah, okay, for farming.
Yeah.
Halt! Who goes there? I don't know. What are you doing?
I don't know. I don't know you. Leave me alone.
The voice acting is just so hilariously bad.
I was actually just referring to King of the Hill. There's the episode where Bobby Hill takes women's defense classes.
Leave now, unless you want to die by a Templar sword.
I ordered you to keep strangers out, not to be rude. We have a reputation. Do you want to sully the name of the Templars?
Cello. Sorry, Captain.
I apologize for their heavy.
So is it as stupid as it sounds?
We've had some trouble with strangers.
Is what as stupid as it sounds?
Taking women defense classes.
I have no idea. The episode was really... It's been a while since I've seen the full episode. It's just... I remember that specific line because it's kind of memed a lot.
Concern of yours.
He's got Vegeta's face.
These are the Templars' quarters anyway. I trust you have no.
So should I expect lots of
I
screaming?
would ask you to leave.
There was... No, he doesn't actually scream that much, which is surprising.
I may not be able to stop.
I just can't wait till we get to the point where our characters can do super high tension.
Yep.
Because
They
then they...
moved that in the 3DS version due to copyright claims.
By who?
Toei.
Super Saiyan is... I'm surprised that Akira Toriyama didn't fight that, saying Super Saiyan is my creation. You can't copyright claim my creation.
It was either Toei or Shueisha.
Either way, it would have been a fight that Akira Toriyama should have put forth.
He might not have cared enough to actually fight it.
Now, made it clear by now, he doesn't care anymore.
No, I think he's mostly retired at this point, just doing a few things.
Nah, he's still doing very much with Super. He is writing Super's movie.
I don't think he draws anymore, though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he does.
I think no.
No.
He doesn't draw the manga itself anymore. That's all Toyotaro. He just gives character designs.
That still requires drawing.
Yeah, but he's not spending hours upon hours drawing every single individual scene of the manga now. He's
Also,
more of an
doesn't he-
advisor role now, I think.
Pretty
Okay.
much that because the copyrights belong to him.
Toei hates any type of thing online for some reason. Like Team 4-Star, where the dub voices in Kai for the Cell Games reenactment. Toei told Funimation, "You cannot air this, or we will revoke the right to revoke the right to Dragon Ball from you." They just really hate Team 4-Star for some reason.
No, see, here's the funny thing.
They did it anyways.
Well, no. Here's the thing. If Toei did that, there is no one that would put forth a more faithful English dub of Dragon Ball than Funimation. So not only would they lose money on that deal, they would shoot themselves in the foot with their fans with their Western fans, and their Western fans would like, okay, fuck you, we're not watching any of your stuff ever again if you're gonna act like children.
Like, seriously, it's not hard to, not be idiots about this. It's something to do with Japan copyright law. I don't know.
I believe that's all on them just not willing to having the stuff show. Did you see in other anime, other stuff gets mentioned a ton.
Yeah. I don't get why Toei does not like Team 4-Star.
Okay, we don't need a rapier. A new long spear would help.
Oh, yeah, that sounds fun. But seriously, Toei has a huge stick up their ass.
It's only 3 points. Wouldn't be worth it. But we could use a wizard's staff.
Yeah, because it has, I think it has Frizz as its used ability.
Yes, I think so. And now we need to sell stuff.
That's another dress fair that's been blown up.
Let's see, what to sell. No, I wouldn't sell enough for enough. I don't have anything that would sell for enough, unfortunately. Well, let's see. We'll sell about 10 of these. Uh, 10 of these.
Alright, 4,000 feathers away from +3, someone. Yeah, and I saw the Team 4-star dub of the Cell Games reenactment. It was funny as hell!
I talked about episode 59.
Yeah, like, they had a bunch of the Team 4-star actors play the reenactment. They couldn't get Takahata to play Cell. They got, name. Guy who plays Goku.
Masako.
Yeah, they got Masako to play Cell instead, which works better for a parody. Takahata, his voice wouldn't lend itself well to that kind of thing, where it's making fun of the Cell games in general. Or maybe Takahata was busy with something else.
Okay, it should be enough to...
Speaking of Takahata, I wonder when the next episode... When does the episodes of Hellsing usually come out? Halloween?
Yes.
Around Halloween.
Gonna miss that series so much. This year's episode is the last episode of Hellsing Ultimate.
What's more impressive is better is what is it? Final Fantasy VII Abridged.
Oh, Machina Abridged?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for season 3 to come out. I believe they stopped season 2 around Costa del Sol, or no, it was Coral, right?
No, from what I remember, they stopped it after getting Vincent.
Ah, yes. Okay. So we already had the Nibelheim flashback.
Yes, I believe so.
Not now. I've almost got this game in the bag.
You must be cheating!
Alright, I gotta hop out. Gotta go clean the house. Not the house, the kitchen. So.
Okay.
I will see you later. I most likely will not be available this weekend, though.
Alright.
See ya.
See ya.
You're with him. Oi, you want to watch it? Don't go throwing accusations about. You don't want to get on my wrong side.
Lady! Yes, lady has 2 syllables, sir, but that's not necessary for you to pronounce them so pronouncedly.
That's it, you oaf. Those are my mates.
Hero just stands there like, wow, this is amazing.
So who are you? You don't look like simpletons to me.
That's a joke on the town.
Thanks to you,
Ha
I'm
ha ha!
a little caper off without being caught. He was such an easy mark, I got a bit carried away. Still can't hang around. Don't want any more trouble.
What?
I hope you weren't hurt. Are you alright?
You're out of luck. I'm fine. Apart from you leering at me.
I love how Jessica and Angelo
For helping me.
just, throughout the entire game, become a lot more comfortable around each other.
The name's Angelo.
To the point where they become a canon couple.
Show them that ring if you'd like to see me. I'll be expecting you. Au revoir for me. Mayella Abbott, alright? Just ask for Angela. Don't forget.
Oh, here you are, Gov. I've been looking all over for you. Gave that lot what for?
Hey, I hope you don't plan on keeping this ring. We're going to Mayella Abbey right now to give it back to that smarmy cheat, whether he likes it or not.
The ring isn't all that great anyways. I mean, let's see. Yeah, it's just defense 5. We can get that from the, from the metal bracer. Gold bracer, I should say. Alright. Now, time to raid the Templars headquarters. Steal all that is just steal from the barrels all that I can. Nothing in there. think that's everything. Here. Yep, that's everything that's out here. Let's check upstairs. Okay, takes care of that, so let's go downstairs to the basement. Oh, yeah, the 8-ball command isn't working. I have to... Sorry about that, Vile. I believe that's your name? Vifs. The green is making her greed. And hello, Wozen. I didn't even see y'all come in. Sorry about that. What is it? What is it called? The chat isn't on my main screen, so I can't see it. It's over on my secondary monitor.
You intend to bring to our abbey? You're like a curse. Yes, a filthy curse. If you hadn't
What? You can choose what colour you are.
been spared a lot
I believe you can, actually. I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can or not, but I think you can. I think last I. That may be a better Twitch chat. It's the script thing that it may be that thing. Maybe something you can only do with that.
petty crook with a price. It sickens me to think we share any common blood. Enough. Templar Angelo, by order of the captain, you are sentenced to a term of penitence. I'm hereby stripping you of your right to leave the abbey. You do not leave this place. Not for anything. Understood? Cross me on this, and I'll see to it that you're expelled from the order. And don't think the Abbott will be able to protect you this time.
Seems like there's some bad blood between Angelo and Marcello. How to fire the next cutscene. Can't remember how to fire the next cutscene. Oh, that's right. There we go. Yeah, you got it. Don't forget to go to work there, Vifs.
What do you mean, what are we doing here? You told us to come. Now you can take back this stupid ring and we'll be on our way.
My ring? still play that card. Listen, I've got a favor to ask.
A favor? You're kidding, right? What makes you think we'd want to help you?
Just listen, all right? There's no time to argue. Can't you feel it? Can't you feel the sinister presence in the Abbey? I heard that a jester got into the Abbott's residence. I'm convinced he's the source of the sinister air.
A jester?
I don't know what he's planning to do, but I'm sure Abbot Francisco's life is in danger. You've got to help. I need you to get into the Abbot's residence and make sure that he's all right. Thank you. I'm in your debt. Now listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you. You may have seen them already, but there are some obstinate idiots guarding the bridge to the Abbot's residence. You can't go that way, but if you're prepared to go the long way around, there is another way to get there. You have to leave the Abbey as if you were going to Simpleton, but turn immediately left along the river. Just follow the river along, keeping the Abbey in view. Keep going along the river, and you'll come to a ruin. It's the old Abbey that was used before this one. There's an underground passageway leading from there to the Abbot's residence. I'm afraid that's the only way. The entrance to the ruin can be opened with the Templars ring I gave you. So you just keep hold of it, alright? Anyway, there's no time to lose. It's in your hands now. Please help the Abbot.
Alright, well, I guess we can do you that solid there, Angelo, so let's head on and take care of that for him. Perhaps he's on to something, who knows? Yep, back to fast forward since we're wandering around. Yeah, there we go. Trying to get to 66 with axes, because then he'll learn Executioner. Well, thank you for the follow, Ravenweeb. Greatly appreciated. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Surprisingly, I just got that email immediately after seeing the alert, which is impressively fast. Yay, map! Unfortunately, unlike in other games, trap boxes don't have anything in them guaranteed. I don't have any way of resurrecting at the moment, unfortunately. Really? What am I doing? I can just fly. Could have cast evac right there too, but oh well. May as well go to Simpleton so I can resurrect and heal at the same place. Ooh, a soldier sword. Yay. Bronze shield. I think that is better than what I've got right now. Yes, it is. But Jessica can't equip it. And that door locks. Behind us. Damn! Yeah, it's poison bog water, so if you touch it, you take damage. So that's kind of annoying. think that's all the stuff in this dungeon. So. And here's the boss. Well, let's take care of it. Time to destroy a boss. Yeah, we don't need to heal. We're only missing 3 HP on one person. And back to normal speed because this is a boss fight. A tortured soul draws near. Okay, we're gonna psych up, and we're gonna use. Special would use that, and then. Actually, since she's got Kasap and Sap, we'll just have him psych up, and then she can use Sap. Well, that was fun while it lasted. Let's get the heck out of here. Okay, here's what's funny. We talked to all these Templars, so they know we're here to help, but none of them stick up for us after this event. None of them go up to Marcello and say, hey, maybe these guys aren't the ones that did anything wrong.
What sinister presence lingers in the air? And who are you? Did you want to speak with me?
There they are. It's them. You'll be damned for trying to take Abbott Francisco's life.
What on earth? What's going on?
Abbott Francisco, Captain Marcello, at your service, as always.
Ah, Marcello. Tell me, what's happening?
There has been a breach of security. Many of the guards have been seriously wounded.
What?
I feared you might be in danger, so I came immediately. And sure enough, we've caught these criminals. They've been loitering around the Abbey since midday. It seems
Because that's not allowed?
yourself.
How many visitors do you have just hanging around your abbey there, Marcello?
Wait, these people are no criminals.
Please, Holy Father, they were caught red-handed.
Were we? Did we have weapons out? If anything, your guards were caught red-handed because they were trying to pull weapons on people that weren't even having weapons out.
Look into their eyes. See their pure hearts. These people are guilty of nothing.
But
Marcello is just damned and determined to find everyone guilty but himself.
so late at night. At the very least, let us ascertain that.
Yeah, well,
Please.
got a question. Why won't you have weapon now when you see a bunch of guards dead on the floor?
Marcello.
Thank you, Holy Father.
Because we don't know exactly why they're knocked out. We just know that they're knocked out. So we know so we have our weapons prepared at our side, but we don't have them out so that they can be used.
Shall we go?
We're probably out, because
Now look here, we ain't done
has
nothing.
any animation, battle animation shown you?
Yeah,
Nothing
we
1%, just
told you.
besides
It's your man
stuff
who
like
wants
Dragon
us to
Ball,
take
that's
on
to
the
be
Abbott.
killed.
What right have you to keep us here?
The Abbot is too forgiving. If you're innocent, then who attacked my men?
Duomegas!
I'm not so forgiving. You won't fool me, so don't try. You're confessing it.
See, he doesn't give us an opportunity to say anything. He just keeps on going without us. Because if he gave the characters a chance to say something, we'd say, it was Dolmegus, the jester that we saw floating above the Abbot when we came in.
Who is it?
You sent for me, Captain.
Come in. I have a question to ask you, but there's something else first. We've just arrested these intruders in the Abbot's residence. They were attempting to take his life. They wounded 6 of my men.
We did no such thing. We would have killed them. God knows these Templars aren't anywhere near as powerful as my characters.
My guard is watertight.
Jessica, possibly, but
There's no way for an outsider.
here the hero and Yangus,
Unless, of course, they have inside help. And would you believe it? When we searched their possessions, we found this ring. Templar Angela, where is your ring? Show it to me now, if you have it.
It's turned up. Thank the goddess.
What?
Someone stole it from me at the pub. And it looks like they're about to learn that crime doesn't pay.
Stole it? What? You little fibber.
We've no use for a ring like that. He set us up. I should have known better than to believe a single word from the mouth of a filthy cheat like you.
I have nothing further to say. You can find me in my chambers.
Wait! We're not done here. Fine. I'll deal with him later. You've wasted enough of my time. Don't try my patience. I want answers. What did you plan to do to the Abbott? Confess.
save him.
How many times have we got to tell you, eh? We ain't got nothing to confess.
What is it now?
We found a suspicious monster loitering outside the Abbey.
What? What kind of monster?
That's no monster I've ever seen. I haven't fought one of those yet.
You, youngest Jessica, what are you all doing in here? You were gone for such a long time. I was getting rather worried. So I just decided to come and look for you when this...
So, this monster is a friend of yours then? So much for your pure hearts.
What's wrong with you? Unhand me at once, you insolent ruffian! Get him off me!
You are in league with the monster. You may have deceived Abbot Francisco, but you don't fool me. It was the monster who...
No, you fool yourself.
...and infiltrate the
We don't
Abbot.
have to do that.
You cursed heathens.
Mostly because you refuse to see innocence in anyone other than yourself.
Make them question their faith, and then move in and take control, I suppose.
No, that's you that's wanting to take control.
Take these monstrosities to the cells. Come dawn tomorrow, I will have you tortured. Perhaps then you will realize the gravity of the sins you have committed. Until sunrise then, sleep well.
Now he's trying to force a confession.
Yeah. He's like the worst of the U.S. government.
Good evening, everyone. Glad to see you're all looking so well.
Come here, you!
Now, control your temper. I must apologize for before. Perhaps you will accept this as conciliation.
What are you up to?
The guard upstairs might hear if we talk. I'll explain later. Come on. Follow me.
guard's up ahead. Right, no one make a sound, okay? I seasoned his supper with a generous pinch of sleeping powder. Perfect. It worked. Sleeping like a baby. Okay, through here. Right, we're safe in here. You can talk again now.
Good. Tell us what's going on. What ordeal do you intend to put us through next?
Like I said, I'm sorry about before. If I hadn't lied about the ring, Marcello would have been onto me like a shot.
I don't think he would have. I think he's too prideful to think of anybody but himself. He's a complete dumbass.
Anyway, let me show you something you won't have seen before.
Well, what is it?
There. And that's real blood on those spikes, you know. If I were to throw you in there and shut the door, your whole body would be skewered. I could make you holier than thou without so much as getting my hands dirty. Not bad.
Eh? Ooh. Can you hear me out there? There's a secret passage in here.
Like I said, not bad.
What's your game, eh? First you grass on us for something we ain't done, and then you come and help us.
Sorry if I've confused you. The people here have a bit of a trust issue with me. I couldn't stick up for you before. It would have backfired.
I'm not sure.
Interrogated you. Marcello. He hates me. That's why I had to let him put you in the cells before I could help you.
That's all well and good, but you still don't know us from Adam. Ain't you worried about us being friends with this old monster, eh? You're just happy to let us go, are ya?
True, I don't know anything about you. And I wasn't there when you were caught. But I do know you saved the Abbott's life. Because just before you were brought to the interrogation room, the sinister feeling that's been lingering in the air went away. I must thank you for that. I'm not so ruthless that I'd hang you out to dry. And besides, I couldn't stand by while there was a lady in trouble. Marcello's a rather talented inquisitor, you know. This leads outside.
So I take it he's saying he's good at torture.
Oh, yeah. Well, at least that's what he claims. You never really get to see any evidence of it, but...
Medea, my Medea, you're safe. Were you lonely without me? There. It's all right. We'll leave this horrible place at once. The princess and I will go on ahead. Make sure you're not too far behind.
Princess? Whatever. Come on, let's go. You'd have to work pretty hard to mess up your escape from here. Anyway, I'm sorry for all the trouble. So, this is farewell. May the goddess watch over you on your journey.
Two seconds of gameplay, back to cutscenes. No, like a second of gameplay, really.
Is the whole abbey on fire? Surely that jester didn't come back again. Oh no. I
Amazing how these Templar guards are just standing here watching the bridge burn. So much for wanting to protect the Abbott.
Damn! Where's Marcello? That sinister presence again. No, not sinister. It's worse than that. It's pure evil. As if all the demons of hell had gathered to feast upon Abbott Francisco. It's locked from the inside. Marcello? Are you in there? Damn. What's going on? It's no good. Won't budge. You lot. Did you follow me here? Doesn't matter. I need your help. Just one last time, alright? We're going to have to do this by brute force. There might just be enough of us. The door's locked from the inside. We've got to break it down. Come on, everyone together. Yes!
Not sure why we want to help Marcello. Lord knows he doesn't deserve it.
Marcello! It was all that jester. I couldn't stop him. He's strong. But you can't let him. This is an order. Templar Angelo. Get the Abbot to safety.
Now, nothing stands in my way.
You dare lay a finger on Abbot Francisco.
Don't worry, Marcello. I will be fine. I have given myself to the goddess. If it is her wish, I am prepared to die. But, wretched sinner, if that is not her wish, nothing you can do will ever harm me. The goddess will protect us all from whatever evil you can muster.
Well, well, what faith you have. Let's put it to the test, shall we?
Wait! God blimey!
And here's where everything is ruined. King Shrewd barges in and ruins everything. If he hadn't barged in, there's a good chance we could have prevented what's going to happen next.
As ever.
Given that Dual Magus didn't know we were there.
Return my daughter and I to normal at once. Do you realize what you've done to my castle?
Funny thing is, King Shrewd never realizes how much of an idiot he is. have to say that that Dual Magus' voice actor sounds very much like the current English dub version of Frieza.
Ah, you're awake. I realize I said it before the funeral, but I just wanted to assure you that everyone knows you're innocent. If it weren't for you, Captain Marcello could well have been killed too. We're all in your debt. Anyway, the Templar captain has summoned you to his office. See you later then. Don't forget.
Huh. Nope, specific innocent people. They still disrespect us. We may be innocent, but they still disrespect us. Good lord.
Ah, there you are. I trust you slept well. King Trode has explained everything. I apologize for having doubted you. Dual Magus is the true culprit. In the name of the goddess, we must strike down that diabolical jester. But I cannot leave here now. As the new abbot, I have much to do. I must be here to guide my people.
So how does that work? I guess the Templar captain is like the vice president of the abbey? And he succeeds the abbot? But it seems like you wouldn't want the head of the military succeeding the head of the church.
According to what King Trode tells me, you are all pursuing Dual Magus.
Most likely it's a thing where that's what happens
So I have a proposal.
when the next one doesn't
Angelo to accompany
get put through.
quest.
Brother, I thought you said you wouldn't have a rule breaker as a brother.
Quiet. I wasn't talking to you. Angelo, you are the only one we can spare at the moment. Everyone else here has duties to fulfill. Only you are without such responsibilities.
I'm useless, you mean? No need to beat about the bush. Fine, I understand. You've made yourself perfectly clear. I will leave the Abbey. I will travel with these people. And I will avenge the Abbott's murder.
I'll be waiting by the carriage with Medea then.
This is a map of the world. If you're going to catch Dulmagus, I'm sure you'll find it indispensable. Consider it a peace offering for having doubted you and your friends. Please. Very well then. I entrust Angelo to your care and wish you well on your journey.
Yeah, it takes this long just to get the world map. Holy cow. I mean, you think games like Final Fantasy V take long to give you the world map? No, man. You have to get all the way to like the second continent in the game before you get the world map here. It's freaking stupid.
Hello again. Well, it looks like we'll be seeing a lot more of each other. I hope you don't mind me coming along. I'm not doing this because Marcello ordered me to. I'm doing it for Abbott Francisco. He was like a father to me. That jester, Dulmagus. He can't get away with this. And this place. I'll be glad to escape. It's no hardship being asked to join you, believe me. And anyway, I promised you, didn't I? I said I'd reward you for helping me. So, Jessica, from now on, I'll protect you.
Yeah.
Consider me
The consummate ladies' man, Angelo.
Sure, Romeo, in your dreams.
Okay, let's hit the road.
And with that, that's where we're going to leave off the stream, because I have some grinding to do in the Ruined Abbey. I mostly need to get Jessica and Angelo caught up in level, which would require fighting a crap ton of metal slimes. So, depending on how I feel after work tonight, there may be a stream of we may start on Final Fantasy V, but that's all on how I feel tonight after work. Maybe too tired, whatever. If not, then we'll start on Final Fantasy V tomorrow, and probably do some more either Legend of Legaia or Dragon Quest VIII, and then the same goes for Sunday. So, thanks for watching. We'll see you either tonight after work, which will be around 9 p.m. Central, or tomorrow morning at around the same time we started today, around 8 a.m. Central. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.